Hi guys, 4th of January 2026 and here is a full-length Fusion video where I walk you through a very small part of the design process and where you can see how I do it. I'm not a professional at all. I do a lot of CAD work, but Fusion I only do as a hobbyist. But for those of you who are interested, here is the full video. So I wanted to show you a little bit how I'm working here. So this is the model as far as we are now. And we have all sorts of components here. So these are all the frames. I can isolate it so you can only see the frames. Right? So the stem, then this is frame E, this is a deck beam in between, D, C, B, A, and P. And as you can see, the B frame is only a ring frame, but actually this is where the companionway will be. And here are the seats. Here are the seats, and I still need to make the other side of this B frame. So there's a bulkhead. So this is inside the cabin. And then there's the bulkhead onto this. And then on the other side, there's also a frame part which accommodates the seat and the backrest and the coaming there. So yeah, let's try and make that. So let's do unisolate. And then I already made a new component. So this is frame B stern. So I know what I'm working with. I also have the bulkhead here. That's 8mm plywood. So I have to make a sketch onto this bulkhead. So let's do that. Use sketch. Right. So since this bulkhead is at an angle of 60 degrees, we now see the boat in this view, which is completely fine. So let's clean up everything I don't need. So let's get the frame out, all these frames. It's away, and then also the bulkhead. This I still need, and then I need to take away stringers are out. So where's the rest happening? Oh, frame P I don't need as well. Frame A I don't need as well. And the stringers can go as well. So, and then we've got the floor, the keel grid. Right. So this is what I'm working with. And when I'm starting, I have here the plans where I did some measurements, right? And there I can see as well where what's happening. So let's try and start with that. Yes. So we need to do some intersecting. So let's turn this around. Then I say, okay, intersect. And what I need is, I make a construction here. I need this. I need this. I need the floor or the bottom. I need this as well and this as well, right? Then this is important. This is important. So that's the complete seat. I need this. I need this. All that I need. So what it does, actually, these faces intersect with the plane where we are making our sketch on. And then it draws a line exactly there where it intersects. And it's important for us to have, right? So I should have everything now. Looks good. So what I do now is I have this. So to make my life easier, I just leave this and then I see, okay, I've got the stem still on. Where are you? Here. Right. Okay, this is our outline. I missed this combing here, but that's fine. So then I look, what I know is that, so I press O for offset. Now we're actually starting to draw real things. So the construction lines are not really used. So everything that's outside, right? All the framing outside is to be 50 millimeters in depth, and it wants to go out, but we want to go in, so I say minus 50. Boom, right? Then I have this. Then on the other side, we have, okay, so this guy here moves all the way to the outside. So funny enough, this part here in the plan is not there. So, okay, let's draw a line. First, let's do this. So now just use the points, and this makes a line which I can modify. So when we extend this, right, it goes over there and it goes out there. And then in this part, we don't need this here, right? Okay. And this beam, we offset it. So O for offset, and this is a 40 millimeter beam. Boom. Okay, perfect. And then we trim this. So you'll see this coming together. Then, okay, this guy over here. So I press line, L for line, and then I follow this. So I'm always referencing to something that is there and which is always used. So this is very important because all the other operations depend on it. And if you don't do it, many operations will fail. So you have to work very, very cleanly. Right. So that's good. And with this, right, I'm not sure. Yeah, we still need this. We need this, yep. Okay. So it wants to go down. It wants to go down, eh? Yeah, so extend. I'm not sure about this, if this is okay, but let's do offset again. And this guy is offset 40 millimeters. Right. And this runs through, so let's trim this here, clean this up, and clean this up. Right. Okay, very cool. We're getting somewhere. Trim. All right. And I leave everything that's outside, I leave it open, and I will show you why afterwards. Okay, so we have this, then we make a line here as well. So these are the parts that are coming together, right? Boom. Looks good. And then we have this as well, this line. So we need a complete one. So I can stay in the line tool, make this work, right? Like this. And then I say offset again. And this again is a beam of 40 millimeters, but in a minus variation. Good. Yes. Great. This looks good. So now we have to do the combing still and the backrest. So yeah, let's look at this. Let's draw this line first. This one was missing, eh? Good. This one we need as well. Boom. Now offset again. That's this here. -40. And then offset again. And this here is a top beam, and a top beam is normally made out of 30 wide, eh? No, it's not. Let's go 40 as well. 40. Boom. Okay. And how this is constructed, it is like this, right? Is here is, as you can see, oh, this is minuscule, gal, right? This is really, really small. But these are things that can mess up everything if you try to make some lofting operation or something like that. You really have to be careful what you're doing. For now, I just try to be clean here. So it will change afterwards still, but for now, it's really good practice to work as clean as possible. And it gives you the least amount of headaches. As you can see, here is still something to be trimmed. Trim this up. Right. So double check. Looks good. All right. So what we do now, I go out of this tool and now I can just select. So I want this, 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 and this. And the rest I can just quickly do. So then mirror this, create a mirror, and then it asks me which line, and then I go to the origin. Hello, origin, where are you? Show me yourself. Ah, it's out. Boom. Right. And it's this line I want to use. I can use the plane as well. Correct. Right. And there we have it. Copied. Okay. Looks fine. So clean this up again. Trim. I don't need this. I don't need this. And I don't need this. This already clean. This works. Right. I need to get away from this guy here. Right. And now go from the line tool again. This here. Boom. This here. Boom. Perfect. Okay. So when I'm designing this or when I'm building this, I'm also thinking about how will it be constructed? How will we make it, right? So as we're using a CNC, we have the possibility to bevel all these edges on in the CNC, which is the biggest plus, I guess. It's that everything is pre-beveled already, so and that's very accurately done, so that will not need a lot of extra work. Okay, so now we have this. We have all this. The notches for the stringers, they will come in later, as I will show you. So what I do now, I think I've got everything I need for now. Yeah, I do. So now I will make a complete rectangle around this, right? Boom. Doesn't matter which size. The thing is, I want to extend everything what is connecting to the hull, right? To the skin. I want to exaggerate this. So put it outside of the hull so I can cut it with a cutting operation afterwards, and that makes the correct bevel to the outside, right? So let's do that. Let's extend everything that needs to be extended. So that's this. It sometimes goes here, boom, boom. Then we go here, boom, boom. This needs to be extended as well. Extend it to this side, please. Thank you. All right. No, wrong one. There we go. Boom, boom. Right, like this. Boom, boom. And there we go as well. Yep. Just take your time to do this. So this is quite a complicated part because we've got the seat here, we've got the combing here, which all need support. So there are a few parts here. All right. Let's take a good look around. Doesn't look bad. So let's hope for the best. Let's finish the sketch, right? Cool. So what we're doing now is we go to the home view so we can see where we are. Let's quickly show the hull again. So these are all the inside faces, right? So the planking is outside of this. So these faces, all these faces here, are inside where they connect to the frame, to the framework. And that's exactly what we need. That's what we want to have, right? So what I'm interested in right now, I know it, but still I want to show it. This sketch here is placed on the bulkhead on the stern side, right? So the actual framing pieces need to be extruded towards the stern side, right? So let's do that. Let's go to solid, right? And now we say extra, so we can also use the E button for extrude. And now I'm starting to select stuff. And why the heck is it only this? What? Let's take the hull away again. As you can see, it's in the way. So I want to have this beam. I need to make sure that this is funny, that I only, so the parts which I extrude are not connecting, because otherwise it will make one body out of this, and I don't want that. Funny, huh? Ah, I know already why. Yes, I get it. So, yeah, we have this. So I'm using stuff which is not connected, right? So here, I mean, I could extrude everything in a single operator, or like, I can extrude many things at one time, but as soon as they're connected, it will make one body out of it. So that's something I don't want. This is good. And now the distance, I can give in the distance here. And these are 22 millimeters. So Great. It says here in the right side, operation, new body. So that's good. Right. So we have the first thing, and automatically it blends out the sketch, but I'm not finished with the sketch yet. And the bodies are here, right? Cool. So let's do another extrude. And again, now I'm selecting other parts, this part. I want the complete thing. I need to get back for that last one. I need this guy. I need this guy. Also here, it shouldn't connect, eh? So this is good. And we need this as well. Right. So here, these two are connected to something I selected already. So important now is choose new body. So if I put in 22 millimeters here, it will automatically change. Here it says join. And what it will do is join all the bodies because they're all the parts. It will join the parts together because they're adjacent to each other. But we don't want that. We want to have separate parts. So I go back and select new body, and that will make new bodies out of this. And this. So we're almost there, right? So the last operation, E for extrude, this, I want to have this, and I want to have this, right? Say 22, back to operation, new body. Okay. Right, so let's go back into the home view. Now we can get rid of we've got everything. So we can get rid of the sketch. Right, so this is the start. And as you can see, we've got 16 bodies. So this component, or this part here, consists of 16 pieces to cut. All right, always think about real life. Perfect. Right. So what we'll do now is this will become many more bodies. It's okay. So I go to split body, right? I select just everything. Boom. Right, so here with this tool, split body, we've got 16 bodies to split, and now we have to select a splitting tool. And there, my whole hull inside faces. I made this one body, right? So I can just completely choose this. And now the complete curvature, everything is actually cutting out what needs to be cut out. And hopefully it works. So let's see. Say okay. I think it did. Great. And now comes the tedious part. We need to go through everything to see, okay, this we want to keep. Right, so if you click on it, you see everything selected. This looks good. This I want to keep. This I want to keep. This I want to keep. I mean, there's many ways to do this, right? So this I want to keep, yes. I could also just look, come on, let's take the hull shape out so we're clean here. I could also like just, I don't need this. Control, don't need this, I don't need this. I don't need this, I don't need this, this. We all put this away, right? We don't need this. Does it select faces now? No, I don't want it to select faces. Okay. As you can see, why it's not selecting the whole body, it's only selecting the face. So if I want to do that, I can go to select, selection priority, and I want to have bodies only. So now, when I select it, I get the whole thing. So let's go again. Boom, 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 boom. Why? What? So these are all the things, right? So which are notched off because they're at an angle. And of course, when you're building this, you'll have to make all these angles, right? So yeah, you need a planer or anything to make these angles so the planking will connect correctly. But since I have a CNC, I can let the CNC do that for me. And way more accurate as I can do it. So this and this, right. Looks good. Okay, and then I right click and I don't delete it, I just remove it. The difference between these two is this deletes it completely and remove it, it puts it somewhere where it's not accessible anymore. But if you reference to something like this, like you derive another sketch from some dimensions from here or whatever, and you remove it, it will fail. Delete it, it will fail. You will get big problems. So if you're not sure, so let's inspect this, hey? So as you can see, if we look at it from the right side, right, this whole bulkhead, so let's change the view to camera view. We now have perspective, we do orthographic, so this is more technical. Right. All these parts are now beveled. So this here, that's where the coaming plank goes over it. Here it connects to the hull. Here it connects to the hull. Here it connects to the hull. Right? Here as well. Boom, 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 boom. Perfect. So what we can do now is try and kick out the stringers. Right? So we have this. Let's get the stringers there. Right. So we have everything. Yeah. Perfect. So now we say split body. Bodies to split. Just, what shall we do? Only the outside parts, yeah. This doesn't have a connection. Boom. This has, this has, this has, this. No, this doesn't. This, this, and this. Yep, and this, I don't know why it's selected. I don't want it. Good. So these are all the bodies to split, and the tools we're using is this. 1, 2, 3, 4. It starts to think already. It slows it up, slows it down, but it's okay. Don't extend. Don't extend. I guess it's again, this is a face. It's only using a face. Why is it doing that? So I can also put a filter. I don't select all. I want only bodies. I don't know, I selected the priority already, but still it was selecting faces. So let's go again. This, this, this. Hello. This. It's a bit hard to see what I'm doing in 3D space, but we need this one, and we need this one. Cool. So we have everything. Now let's see if this operation fails or if it works. Okay, let's see. Looks like it worked. So now the stringers have all been doing their job. So you can see the notches are cut out, but they're not really cut out. They're still there. So let's get the stringers out, or like it's cut out, but we have these extra bodies now. So we can just go, select them. Again, you could also go in the browser here and select it. It's all will all work the same, but this is the visual way of doing it. Right, like that. Boom. Boom. And then we have everything, right? So let's remove again. Oh. And here's some funny stuff going on. So in this side, it looks clean. No, it's not completely clean. It's not completely clean. This side as well. So this is what we don't want. One way or the other. Like in the real world, this is easy, right? You just cut it away. But since we're not in the real world and we need to get rid of that stuff, it's not always that straightforward. So what is this? It can also go. Try to remove as much as possible first. Set on the other side as well. The funny thing is, on the other side it isn't. Funny. Funny, funny, funny. So we have... So to be honest, I think we can cut this off. Right. You know, this guy here we don't need. So I can select this. Use a split body tool. And say the splitting tool is this. Now I want to extend it because I want to cut off the whole thing. Right. Boom. Okay, and then we've got this, and then remove it. Remove. Boom. This is not needed. Here as well. Split body. Use this. The funny thing is, why does it extend all the way? Actually, let's see if this one works better. Slightly, huh? It will probably fail. I don't know why. Yeah. Oh, that's so nasty. So the other thing is, like, this is funny, right? So this side is okay. This side isn't. Why? Don't ask me. There is some inaccuracy in this. So what I will do I'll use this. And like, how big is it? Let's see. This is, it's still, it's 2.365. Which did I do? Okay, it's good. Okay, let's cut. Boom. Let's use this. Right. Okay, this works, thank God. Then this. Remove. So this is some inaccuracy, right? So yes, we can ignore this, but it will stay inaccurate. And that's not exactly what we want. But what I know what I will do as soon as I've finished the complete modeling process, right? I probably will cut everything in half, bam, exactly in the central plane. And then just mirror the whole thing. So we're completely symmetrical again, right? But for now, I want to just do only half of that. So we're good. And this is the problematic side for now. So let's do this. I take this all out. Bam, bam, bam. I say remove. You could actually model the whole thing just in one half and then copy it all. But for now, let's do select all this, right? So these bodies we need, and then I can just say create and then mirror. And then I say, okay, the mirror plane is the ZY plane, right? Oh, I missed this guy. No problem. Let's take it again. Select you again. It's thinking. Okay, let's do this first. Boom. Do it again. Create mirror. And let's have this as the mirror plane again. Tack. All right. And there you go. We have it. And now comes the tedious task of giving everything a sensible name, right? So start here. There you have it. So let's try and stay with the same naming, more or less. So let's open this guy up. Yeah, this is also seat starboard. Board. Then press enter, otherwise it doesn't take it. This is pit floor. Bottom. Now, since these are 3 parts, I want to have it center. Boom. Then this is cockpit side starboard. This here, back rest starboard. Side 1 starboard. Coming starboard. It just needs to make sense to me. it doesn't need to be the correct naming for professional boat builders, because I'm the builder. I need to understand it. So side to starboard. Of course, I try to get the right names, but I'm no pro. I'm no pro, man. I'm no pro. So bottom starboard. Boom. Other side. Okay, there we've got seat. Port. Backrest. Port. Side one. Port. Combing. Port. Side to port. Boom. Almost there. Then we've got bottom port. And the last guy is cockpit. Side, side, port. Boom. Everything has a name. Great. Right, so let's make it a little bit. So now I can activate all my components again to have a good view. See what I've done, right? And as you can see here, we now have in 40 minutes. This is 40 minutes of work, and it actually went quite smoothly. Often it doesn't, and you have to do it all over again. So yeah, that's the problem with Fusion 360. If you're not completely knowing what you're doing and you don't know, or you're not very precise in how you work, there will be failing. There will be stuff just not working and frustration and anything. And as you can see here, there is an inaccuracy. And it goes through everything, eh? So what I can do, that is an inaccuracy, but it's funny. Okay, so this is side cockpit, side port. So just check. If I just move it, I can move from point to point. So let's use that. And then I say, I want you, hello. What's all that? Go from here. Doesn't let me select it. What's that? That's B. It's behind it. Okay, let's frame B. Where are you? Yeah. What's that? Oh, that's frame A. Frame A. Go. Yes, this is better. And now it lets me select it. Cool. This was it, huh? So probably somehow when mirroring it did not get the right plane. Still, so this looks good, right? Okay. Now let's see this. Let's have the stringers in as well. Let's have that in as well. This is always nice. So you see your whole work, it comes together. Let's go to the home view. Let's activate the parent so we have everything here. Yeah. Looks nice. So let's go into the display settings, say camera, perspective. Makes it more realistic. It's now more not only technical, this is more a bird's eye view. Yeah, I just love this design, man. This really looks nice. So as we can see, right, let's go back to the normal technical view, orthographic, so it works great. So we have got the bulkhead in between, then we've got the frame inside, and we've got the frame outside. Direction stern, direction bow. So that's a complicated part, the B frame or B bulkhead frame combination. And also the stem. The stem is made out of 2 points. I didn't finish it yet because the landings of the stringers still need to be done. But that will take some time. So yeah, we're good here. Looks cool. So if we go to the complete Setka, like that, we can go home. Boom. Let's go to the view again. Camera view, perspective. So I mean, what's also cool to give yourself a little bit of a treat is go from the design tab into the render, right? And then if you have materialized everything, which I've done, you will get a render which looks a bit better. As you can see here, it's so nice, right? So this is pine. I actually want to make the complete framing from Douglas fir because it's very easily available here, and I think it's the better wood to use as well because it has better rot resistance. Of course, everything will be epoxied and will be sealed. So you could use pine. It's also allowed by the plants. You could use pine or larch or oak. I don't think anybody will use oak because it's expensive and it's heavy. It's a race boat, so yeah, weight is an issue. But we use oak for the very, very structural parts, which is also in the plants. And that's the keel grid here, right? This will be oak for sure. What's still missing here is the center post as well. That will be oak as well. The center post or compression post, it's called, I guess. All right. And if you look at the boat, right? So what makes this boat unsinkable? Well, first, everything is made out of wood, and wood is lighter as water, right? So most of the wood weighs around 500 kilograms per cubic meter. And water, especially seawater, is a bit heavier as well. Seawater weighs roughly 1,000 kilogram per square meter. So we actually have a positive buoyancy, right? From only the wood. If it's not, if you don't have anything extra, you have a positive buoyancy. If everything was full of water, still the boat would not sink because the wood is only 500 kilograms. So you still have a positive buoyancy of like 500 kilograms, more or less, right? That's of course the theoretical part. This of course is not 500 kilograms, so you don't have 500 kilograms positive buoyancy, but you have to have the same, yes, the same weight as the boat is, you've got extra on buoyancy, right? So if this boat would be 500 kilogram like this, you would have extra buoyancy of 500 kilogram. Not taking into account, of course, everything that's happening extra. So you will have the fiberglass skin, you have the epoxy, you have the keel, you have everything else, which of course doesn't have positive buoyancy. So you still need to add, to make it really unsinkable, you still need to add extra buoyancy, and that's happening up front here. So this is bulkhead, or this frame E, and between frame E and the stem, this complete compartment, this is a watertight bulkhead in the end, this complete compartment will be filled with flotation foam, and that's quite a volume. That's also nice, right? From the model. As soon as I finish that, I can just fill this compartment, give it a material like a flotation foam, and what Fusion can do, of course, very well is calculate the exact volume I have. And that, of course, would be funny or good to know, hey, what extra buoyancy do I actually have if I fill this completely with foam? So this compartment here in the front will be completely filled with foam, and also like half of this compartment, like from bulkhead A or frame A, which is also watertight, and only the bottom part. So if we go from the back, funnily it's the front, but you know, so from here, this line to there, it will be filled with flotation foam, and that gives the boat positive buoyancy all the way around. Also, if the boat would be completely filled with water, right? So like if the companionway would not be watertight, or it would be open and a big wave comes and just fills up the complete boat, it would still not sink, because the complete structure has a positive buoyancy inside. And that's, of course, safer, like in my opinion, but maybe you think differently. It's actually safer to have this as to have a life raft, right? Because a life raft isn't that big as a boat, and a boat is better visible as a life raft. So if anything happens, if you have a big hole in the boat, or you know, you run into something and something breaks down, which makes you immovable, or you pitch pull or capsize or whatever, and the boat is full of water, as long as you stay with the boat and have your EPIRB, you're easier to find than if you're floating around with your life vest, or if you're floating around in a small life raft, right? And here still you've got all your stuff inside of this boat. Of course, when it's flooded, some stuff will not be good anymore for food, or right, but that's another story. Yeah, so that's how it works. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, so that's a bit of Fusion for you. So, as you've seen, it takes a lot of time to model all this. If you like this, if this is something you like to see more of, just uncut raw video, just let me know in the comments, and I will see that I just will upload some content like this besides the normal weekly updates. Thank you for watching and tuning in, and see you next time.